Hello and welcome. My name is Jersey. Today we will be doing one of a 3-part raw milk video. Let's jump right in. And today we are going to skim this beautiful heavy cream. Do you see that line right there? That heavy cream is from a half a gallon of milk that I get from a local farmer. I am part of their herd share. Down here in Tennessee, you are allowed to join a herd share. I pay $10 one time, and out of that $10, I get a half a gallon of milk. I pay $4 for a half a gallon of milk, and I get all this cream. He's local, he's certified organic, and all grass-fed Jersey cows. Gotta love a Jersey cow. I'm going to skim this off the top. This has already been skimmed from another couple half gallons. I'm going to skim this off and put it in this jar. Since I will be using this today, I will not put it into an ultraviolet jar like this. I use ultraviolet jars when I bring the milk home. I normally will store all my milk in these ultraviolet jars, but I wanted to show you the cream that's in our milk this time. It's not rocket science, you're just skimming the cream. And if a little regular milk gets in there, it will not hurt. It will thicken up nicely like this. I do not take every speck of cream. I like to leave a little cream in there, and then I'll just stir it down or shake it when I go to have it. I don't want to rob all of it. I always have plenty from the other half gallons I buy. And I think I'll leave the rest. Now we are going to make butter. This is raw, heavy cream that I get locally from my farmer. There are a few ways you can make this. You can leave this heavy cream sit on your counter 8 to 12 hours. This will allow it to come to room temperature and give it a culture to start breaking down, or you can take it fresh right out of the refrigerator. Start with 4 cups of raw heavy cream if you can get it. If not, you can use the best organic heavy cream from the store. It does not matter, but this is locally from my farmer. When my children were little, I would leave a half a jar of heavy cream with the tight fitting lid, and I would set them down and they would each shake it, and they would have a contest who could make butter first. You can use a blender, an electric blender, so you can watch it in real live time. Here we go. Here we are at another stage. You can see it's almost whipped cream. I'm going to give it a stir down. You know how in life there's a fine line between love and hate, hot and cold? Well, in baking there is too. The fine line between this whipped cream and butter that's going to happen over the next probably 30 seconds. See the consistency? It is definitely working its way. It's like a grainy, cottage cheesy way, but it is getting thicker and it's going to turn into butter. You can add salt. I do not. I like to control my salt when I'm baking, and I don't like to put salt into my butter. You can also put a little bit of sugar if you want sweetened butter, but again, I'll do that as I'm baking or cooking or eating it on toast or whatever. Now I went and washed my hands and I'm rolling up my sleeves, keeping everything as sterile as possible. And once it becomes a butter, the whey will separate from the butter, and then we're going to turn that whey into buttermilk. Another way of making buttermilk. Now you know when it's starting to become butter, again gets very grainy, and the whey is going to start separating and start splashing, and you'll have to turn your mixer down a little bit lower. Now it's going through another metamorphosis. You can see that it's no longer the whipped topping look, and it has a lot more moisture in it. The whey is starting to separate from the butter that's being made. Okay, the whey is starting to splash out. I'm gonna give it one more stir down, and you see the whey starting to drip. All the liquid is starting to come to the bottom, so we are very close. We have butter. I'm going to let this drain, and this liquid that comes out, do not throw that away. That is beautiful whey, and we're going to turn that into buttermilk. This is what the cream started out, and this is what it turned into. Even 2 totally different colors. And now we are going to drain the butter into a colander. You can use a bleached cotton clean muslin towel. I like to use a colander. Now I stop right there. I'm going to get rid of that whey so I have more room into this container. I'm going to pour the whey in here for now. There will be more, but I just like to get it out of the way. Otherwise the butter and the strainer will be sitting in the liquid. We're going to let it drip, but then we're going to wash it. Here you use clean, cold, filtered water. You need to wash it and get all the whey out of it, otherwise it turns rancid fast. See all the whey that's still in there? There's no way to let that drip 100% out. And you can feed this water to your chickens. You can use it for baking. The water that comes out of cleaning the butter. Mix it well to get all the water out. You want to rinse the whey out. I usually do this in the kitchen, in the sink, but I would like to show you how it's done in this blogging room. So you put all your butter in here. Here's the rest of the whey. I would say that's roughly, there's a good pint of whey that's going to be made into buttermilk. You can cook with it, you can bathe with it. There's so many uses for whey. So you want to just keep massaging this until we're going to have to let the water run clear. I'm going to have to go into the kitchen, exchange the water with some filtered water again, rinse it a couple more times, and then I will be back once this is clean and I will show you how to knead it. And you can also use these butter paddles to massage it, knead it, whatever. I'll be back when this is done. I washed this in the sink with cold filtered water. You just wash it and knead it and rinse it. Wash it, knead it, and rinse it. Now it's a solid mass. The water ran clear. I'm going to weigh what 4 cups of heavy cream gave us. 13.4 ounces, or 0.83 of a pound, or 380 grams. I'm going to be using this for my lemon sunshine pound cake made with duck eggs. At this point, you can massage it a little more. Sometimes I will pre-measure them into 4-ounce chunks. And for now, I'm going to leave this on the counter because in a little while, I'm going to be making my lemon sunshine pound cake with this homemade butter using moonshine extract, homemade whipped topping from the milk that we skimmed earlier from the cream, and buttermilk. Homemade buttermilk will go into the cake. The butter is too soft right now, but when you slice these into slices, get them pretty good hard, you can put a piece of it under here and push down like that and stamp it. You can make little pats. I also like to put this between parchment or between food grade wax paper, roll it with a rolling pin to a certain thickness, use a round cookie cutter, cut it out, or you can stamp and then cut it out, or you can cut it out and then stamp. If you don't mind winging it, you can do it one way or the other, but if you want to be precise, you can either cut it out or not. I picked this up at a garage sale for I think $2. Hello and thank you for watching one of 3-part series on our raw milk videos. Be sure to stay tuned and watch the other ones, as well as the series we are doing on a DIY canning and cooling rack, moonshine vanilla extract, jam with and without pectin, and sunshine pound cake made from farm fresh eggs. Please subscribe to our channel, hit the bell, and over on the right, hit the turn on notifications, and you will be notified each time we upload a video. Thank you so much for being part of our community.